Today's challenge has been all about photos, about capturing the best possible moment and picture that you can. But there was an even greater snapshot, an even greater moment in time that changed the course of history. And we can read about that in the Bible. It was the day that Jesus, God's Son, the planned rescuer, finally rescued his people. Now, Jesus never did anything wrong. He was the only person ever to have lived a perfect life. But there were people who didn't like Jesus, so much so that they decided to get rid of Jesus. They arrested him, he was tried, and he died. Now, that might not seem like very good news to you. It might not seem like a rescue. It doesn't seem like the best snapshot in history, does it? But when Jesus died, he did that instead of us. Now, to understand that, we need to understand sin. Sin is when humans think they can rule better than God. Now, that is doomed to failure because God is the ultimate ruler, but it also stops us from having a relationship with God. We all mess up, we do things wrong, and we rebel against God. We have to face a punishment. And that was what God wanted to rescue us from. If you believe that Jesus rescued you, you have a hope that after death comes life. After death, you can be with Jesus and God forever. There's a verse in the Bible that explains this. It's in the book of John, chapter 3:16, and it says that our hope can be that we will have eternal life if we believe that Jesus rescued us. We can be in a place with God where there is no more pain, there is no more sadness, and we can live forever with him. And that's possible because Jesus didn't stay dead. So the real greatest snapshot in history was that moment, not when Jesus died, but when he rose again. When his friends went to the tomb where he had been buried and found that it was empty. Not because his body had been taken, but because he had risen back to life. Death couldn't hold him because he hadn't done anything wrong. He took our place. He took our punishment so that we can be with God forever. Now, I don't know about you, but that certainly seems like the best snapshot in history to me.